Well folks, 13 years we've waited for this moment, and was it worth it? Strap in and find out as we drive the historic bridle track. Well, g'day travellers, and welcome back to what is going to be our last crew member trip and probably our last travel trip for a couple of months until you guys see a new one, because we're only 6 weeks away from the mighty Kimberley. Now today we're back out at Wallaby Rocks and we're going to do the bridge to bridge track again, and we're not going to take that wrong turn this time, and then we're going to hit the beautiful bridle track. After 13 years of waiting, it is finally open, and we're going to camp down on the stunning Macquarie River tonight, hopefully catch a couple of fish. Is everyone gone? And maybe you can find a nugget or two at Hell End. So strap in, we're about to hit the first water crossing. Now folks, I know what you're thinking. Come on Rob, we've already seen the bridge to bridge track, and yep, you have. But you know what, this track is just too good not to drive again. Most of the guys haven't been out to this section of the Turon, and with its close proximity to the bridle track, we just had to give it another crack. To me, my reputation is intact. So if you come here at Christmas time, I've pre-decorated the tree with a pretty little trout shallow diver. So yeah, done my part for Christmas. Happy New Year. Pulled up at the river here to do a crossing and noticed a big school of some big ass carp, and we're not fussy here, we just want to catch a fish on a video, and we got Mick the gun fisher going for him. A little bit more right. You will start to slide, don't panic. A little bit right, you're going to start to slide now. A little bit more right. Right. Don't worry about sliding. Right. Just bring the bum down nice and slow. Off the brakes, let it crawl. Well done. Might hitch a ride across on your side steps, Bob. Thank you, sir. It is certainly a fun little track, that bridge to bridge, and Needy drove the river crossing. Woohoo!
Get me.
But we haven't filmed a great deal of it, guys, because we did do this track only, I think, 2 episodes ago, so we didn't want to do a repeat performance, so just a couple of snippets. The main part of the video this weekend is going to be the bridle track and camping down on the Macquarie River. So not so much a hardcore 4x4 trip, but more just a kicking back with mates around the camp and having a few cold ones. I shouldn't be looking forward to that as much as I am at 10:56 a.m, but I am.
Always.
And where's the track go? Oh yeah, that's it. Anyway, so we're almost at the end of the bridge to bridge, and then it's about a 20-minute run up the road till we hit the start of the bridle track. Looking forward to that one. What's my lunch, chef?
Ham, cheese and tomato wraps.
Woohoo!
Oh, did you want some onion? I've got onion in there too.
Yeah, I'll have onion. That one? Yeah. There you go, we are finally on the bridle trail. What a long wait it's been to drive this track so far. The first, I don't know, what do you reckon, 10, 15 Ks?
Yeah.
Was all bitumen. So there was a turn off, what was it called, Box Ridge Road?
Yep.
So when you're going down Turondale, we just passed the turn off. Rather than going all the way down Turondale Road until you hit the start of the bridle track, which is pretty much bitumen all the way, chuck a right onto Box Hill Road.
Box Ridge Road.
Box Ridge Road, that thing. Look it up on the maps. But I reckon it's probably the quicker way in, and you will hit the dirt a whole lot sooner. So at the moment we're still just going through a bit of farmland and stuff, but we are on the dirt and on the bridle track, so I am pumped. Tell you what, we have got an absolute cracking day out here, haven't we? It is beautiful. It's probably about 23, 24 degrees, I reckon. Yep. And sun is shining, a few clouds around. Bloody beautiful. And the good thing is it's only supposed to get down to about 8 or 9 tonight, which is, I hope is going to happen, because I threw the kick-ass electric blanket back in the house.
And he's going to be in trouble if he's really, really cold.
I might be in trouble, but that's all right. We've got some dead man's fingers there to keep us warm. Oh my God.
Look at the front of it.
Yeah.
Spectacular.
Those corrugations are a bit rough down here.
Just a warm up.
And I thought I was already on it. Tell you what, folks, the Macquarie River is absolutely chock-a-block full of carp at the moment, so much so that when you're driving along the track up on the top, you can look down at the river and
You can see them,
you can see them. Like, it's just full of them.
except for the birds.
Oh yeah. So Nane's like, look at that fish, it's got a stick in its mouth or something. What was it, darling?
A cormorant?
It was a cormorant swimming underwater. Alright, we are now on the new part of the track, folks. Let me swing around and show you. Oh, she's steep.
Sounds a pretty forward ride. I don't know where it goes, huh?
So we're just on the new bypass track now, and I'll take you over here and you can actually see the landslide at Monaghan's Bluff. Hey mate, good. There's 4 more behind me. Tony's going to be a tight fit. Just held up waiting. It's a narrow little track, and the boys are just trying to get around an oncoming vehicle, and not much room to play with, is there? Like, in terms of camp tonight, we've got no real plan on where we're going to stop. We're just going to check out something that looks good, has a nice big area that we can all set up in, and hopefully a nice little fishing spot, or even somewhere we can pan for a bit of gold.
Bit of fossicking.
It's some spender money for the Kimberley. That'd be good.
Yeah, so the credit card.
Yeah, that'd be really good. Got the car booked in for a full service in about 2 weeks. I'm not looking forward to the bill from that, because we're getting absolutely everything done. So we're not sure how far we got. Well, we don't know where we're camping. One possibility is Root Hog Crossing Reserve, and we'll check that out when we get there. But my Gaia map app has gone all funny. Yeah, our mapping app has gone all funny, and it's showing us where we're going, but it's not showing any tracks. It's not showing any topographical maps, lines. I don't know what's going on, and I'm not sure where we are. Just passing Root Hog Reserve now, and it looks like Edelon Caravan Park or something. It's absolutely chock-a-block down there. So we're going to keep going, and there's a heap more camp areas along this track, and we'll find one that's not so populated, I reckon. Looks pretty down there though. Coming up to Mary Flynn Campground now, and it's a fairly steep descent from the bridle track up here to get down to the campground, but we can see it way down below.
If you get your voice high enough there.
I sound like a horse. It's fitting for the bridle trail. So anyway, we're going to go down and try that, because we can see a few people camped down there, but it looks like there's plenty of space. And it's about beer o'clock, I reckon. Well, it's 5:2 beer o'clock.
5:2.
5:2 beer o'clock. So get down, find a spot, set up, crack a beer, and get the fire going, because we have got a camp oven meal. We haven't cooked a camp oven meal. Oh, the roast when we were away with the Sandy 60, but like a
full-on casserole
one
stew.
pot wonder.
Yeah.
So we're I'm not even going to tell you what we're doing. Wait and bloody see. Stop being impatient. Alright, looks like the turn off here.
Going down.
Yeah, going down. First floor, camping and ladies apparel. I can't even see the track.
You're going to have to hold up.
I cannot see the track.
You're going to have to do it 2 turns. You're not going to get that.
Am I? I can't even see the track.
You're not going to get one.
I have to do a 3-point here, so leave me some room. Jeez, it'd be nice if I could see the road.
Right, so you're right. You keep going, keep going. You're just going to go down now. Side there. You're right. You should be
Okay,
able to
now I can
down.
see the road again.
Yeah.
Woohoo! That wasn't hard, folks, but it's scary when you can't see the track. Tell you what, folks, we're set up, and it's not a bad camp spot we got, but Terry couldn't stay with us for the night, so he's heading out. We've got the awning up, the gazebo, the RS2. Tony's got the Taj Mahal of all awnings going on over here. Paul's got Taj Mahal #2, and Mike's got a straight pole. But yeah, Terry just come over the radio and said, hey, if you're not set up, I've just found a cracking campsite, nobody in it, right on the waterfront. So, but man, it's beer o'clock. I can't be bothered. But we'll stop and check it out in the morning and put it on our list for next time, I suppose. Hey? No, we're at Mary something, are we? Mary Flynn, I don't know, yeah. Anyway, beer o'clock. Bugger. Well, it's certainly time to wet the whistle. Nice Pepsi for Neen. And I might go a flaming galah for myself. Makes everything better. What's going on, mate? I've not quite seen an ARB swag look like this before.
No, this is the first one.
What have you done?
I forgot my bloody pole.
Oh shit.
Okay. So it'll be like one of those swags that, you know, you don't have any poles, it just lays on you, I think. It's going to be the mood tonight.
Yeah, good luck with that. I'm going back to my Oz tent.
Yes.
Mike's getting a fire already, and I'm getting the heat beads cracking for tonight's.
Bernie might be here, she's here in spirit.
Oh, she's bought the Woodstock packet. It's kindling now, is it?
Yep.
So we got some heat beads just firing up. We're going to put these in the little cooker here, and we're going to do a camp oven one pot wonder tonight. Now, I don't normally like cooking with heat beads because I reckon they give your food a chemical taste, but we're cooking in the camp oven tonight, so it's not really going to affect it, and it ain't worth wasting the lump charcoal unless you're cooking directly on the grill. Rightio, so winter camping. Best thing about winter camping is one pot wonders in the camp oven, and we're going to make a lamb hot pot with dumplings tonight. So we're going to start off dropping the lamb on the table. So we've just got a, what was it, butterflied lamb, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we've chopped that up into nice chunk-sized pieces. And we're just going to brown that off. I think our stove's a bit high. So we're just starting it off on the Genesis here. Would have been a really good idea if I got something to stir it out with first. But we're going to brown it off, but we do need to season it with a little bit of salt and pepper. So a bit of salt. And some black pepper. We've ground off our lamb now, and we've got some pre-chopped Spanish onions here. We're going to chuck them in. Got some fresh garlic. How much fresh garlic we got?
3 cloves.
3 cloves of fresh garlic. Some rosemary. And some thyme. Just give that a nice little fry off. So we just fried all that stuff off now. We've got some nice little cherry tomatoes. We're going to chuck those in. And then we're going to add the lamb that we browned earlier back in there. I tell you what, bloody smells good. Alright, so winter camping, it needs to be warming. So to give it a little bit of a kick, we've got some chopped fresh red chilies. Now if you don't like the heat, remove the seeds. We've left the seeds in. And we've got a little bit of Moroccan spice, so about a tablespoon of that. Then we got some cubed pumpkin, courtesy of Woolworths, the fresh food people. Some carrots. And a bit of red and green capsicum. There we go, that for colours, eh? Like a rainbow. Now, of course, we're going to need a little bit of liquid, so we've got some, what is it, veggie stock. You use beef stock if you want, whatever. We got veggie stock. We're going to throw the whole lot in. All right, now, this is the absolute best part of this recipe, because right now, we pick it up from here, we take it over to the campfire, we whack it on, put the lid on, sit back for an hour and a half and drink beer. My favourite recipe. Now we sit back for about an hour and a half and sink piss. Couldn't be simpler. A few beers later. What are we doing now?
We're putting scones in.
Cool.
Yes, and they're gonna cook up inside the stew. Or on top of the stew. Can you see that?
Yep.
I'll just place them around the outside.
That was good. Professional outfit here.
I think these scones might be a little big though. This is half the size. But...
Oh well. Awesome.
So why are you putting coals on top?
A little bit of heat on the top to help the scones rise.
They're bacon scones.
Bacon scone. What's going on here, mate?
Mate, cattleman's cutlets and a T-bone steak. That's feed the man meat.
Where's the veggies?
Mate, that's all I need is meat.
That is a serious piece of meat, mate.
That's, yep. All I can do is cut the string off it so I can eat it.
Mate, what we got?
Green chicken curry, mate.
Oh, mate, that looks like bloody restaurant quality.
Looks all right and it tastes even better. Hey, cheers.
Good on ya. Oh, we should have put that dinner on earlier. Everyone else is eating. Oh, that's all right. What are you doing, Tony? You're bogging into our stuff.
I had some, but you said put it away.
Mate, we've cooked way too much.
Better than noodles.
It is better than noodles.
Turkey breast, noodle stir fry.
It sounds fancy, but it ain't as good as a lamb hot pot. Anyway,
Trust me.
we got about 25 minutes to go, so I reckon that's about 1.5 beers. 3 shots of whiskey. That works. What? 1.5 beers? Okay, I'll have 3. Done.
Go for gold.
I've got permission. Thank you. Let's have a go at this. Oh, look at that. Look at that. How good is this? How good does that look? I'm a bit excited. Oh, you got a problem there, Tony? You can't stand up?
Probably.
All right. I reckon let's go get in order around the fire, eh?
Oh, yum.
You all right?
Oh, that was so good.
What's the verdict, Mr. Keep?
It's going to be awesome. I'm just trying to get near it because it's so hot.
She worth the wait?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm going to put this freaking camera down neat.
Get amongst it, Rob.
There's extra there.
Oh.
Yeah, you want some, Mike? Plenty there.
That is.
Hey? Perfect accompaniment. How do you say that? Accompaniment. It goes really good with a T-bone. Now, let's face it, it doesn't get much better than a quality coffee around camp in the morning. And quality doesn't get much better than the gear from the guys from Double Shot Espresso. So if you want to save 10% on their full range of coffees and coffee accessories, including these cool pour-over filters, we'll drop a link in the description below. Use the discount code We Went That Away Adventures to save 10% on the full range from Double Shot Espresso. It's your coffee.
Thank you.
Oh, Princess Life. Good morning, folks. Coffee time. You know, that's one of my favourite times around camp. And I tell you what, we really lucked it out with the weather this weekend. It is beautiful out here. It was quite warm last night. It's not cold this morning. Just going to break camp sometime this morning. No rush. And as you can see in the background there, we are still rocking the RS2 swag, and that is really our preferred lightweight camping setup these days. It's I just can't get over how easy and quick it is to set that thing up, and what a bloody good night's sleep you have with that that Oztent Stratus mattress on the top. But talking about Oztent, we are rocking some of their storage gear, and we've been testing this gear out for, I don't know, a couple of months now. And like everything else these guys make, it is the absolute bee's knees. So let me show you some of the storage gear that we're using from Oztent at the moment. We've got the chainsaw bag here. So the good thing about these chainsaw bags is they actually come in a couple of sizes. So this is the small one. Now we're just run a little Ryobi electric chainsaw with a 12-inch bar. And it's a pretty small unit. So a lot of the chainsaw bags you get out there are for the larger chainsaw, so you end up with a whole heap of empty space. This one's got plenty of room for your bar oil, a couple of spare batteries if you want them in there, and no worries, it's an absolute cracker. We love it, and we just chuck it in the back, but it's nice and durable and weatherproof, so you could even chuck it up on the roof if you want. The other thing we've been using is their storage pods, and these are a cracker. So this is the large one, so they come in three sizes, a small, a large, and a medium. This is the big one. And it has replaced that clunky, big, hard blue plastic crate that we used, and that's our tucker box. And these are really good. I love the clear tops, the fact that you can see what's inside. And unlike a lot, they're really sturdy, so they'll stand up. They've got these little Velcro dividers inside that you can space it out. So that's the large one we're using for the tucker box. This is the medium one here that I'm using for a whole heap of camera gear. So my drone goes in there, my GoPros, all my mounts, my selfie sticks, that sort of thing. Once again, I can see in through the top. And then in the drawers, get all this stuff out of the way. And these are the small ones. So these are great. We're using this for our coffee stuff. A little bit empty because I just made coffee. This other one here, we've got our bowls, our plates, our jugs, most importantly, Nooney's wine glass. And they're great because, once again, I can see where everything is. It's nice and easy to get out. You got these dividers that we can use whatever way. You can see I've got one there sideways in this one to make 2 compartments. And it just makes everything nice and easy to get to, and they fit really nice. Height-wise, they're perfect for the ARB drawers. They sit just under the lip. Run them down that way. I've got a heap of room for stuff to go down this side. So really rating this new storage stuff from Oztent. It makes life easier. And this is actually replaced, what was it? We had two plastic.
We had a cleaning one where we kept cleaning and foil and glad wrap and all that sort of stuff, and then we had a food one, so that's got a divider in the middle and got that on one side and food on the other side.
So, rocking it. So yeah, really good stuff. We had a brekkie foobar, didn't we? What did we do? We got the butter to make the pancakes. So what are we doing?
We're gonna change it up. We're gonna do a bit of a baked bean pot, brekkie pot or something.
So essentially, we're just using all the stuff that's in the fridge, aren't we?
Yeah.
So, gonna fry off some bacon. Got a little bit of cabanossi left over. Some tomatoes we're gonna chop up. A little bit of ham from yesterday's lunch. Cook that all off and then chuck in a good old can of baked beans. Sounds bloody awesome. To drive with the windows down today. Woo! Look at that.
Not bad for a chuck together meal, huh?
And how good are these? They did set better than chips. It's just a, what is it? Just a wrap.
Just a wrap on
A wrap chopped up in oil with a sprinkle of salt. They are awesome. Looking forward to this one. What I'm not looking forward to is having to get this fixed before the Kimberley. She just had a hissy fit. I was just doing some drone footage up over the river and over the hills. Thankfully, I was doing my final shot where I brought it down along this track to come up over the camp, and she's wigged out. She's done a backflip, drove herself straight upside down into the ground and snapped the bloody arm off. Not happy about that, but I'm happy it did it here and not over there somewhere. So I guess this little girl is going off to DGI for a little bit of a makeover. Bit of hip replacement surgery. Hopefully, I'm sure it's fixable. Hope it's fixable. I haven't got $2,000 for another one. Anyway, I'll forget all about that for the moment and enjoy our baked bean hot pot. Thanks, bud. 4 more behind me, mate. Thank you. Well, the bridle track. After 13 years, we finally did it. What did you think?
Yeah, it was good. It's really good. They did some work on it, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's a good little track. Look, it's not a difficult track by any means. I reckon you can get through here in an all-wheel drive with a little bit of clearance.
Yeah, the scary thing is passing someone because the lane is like obviously.
Yeah, it's very, very narrow in sections.
And yeah, you got about this much.
Although I believe it's nowhere near as daunting as it used to be. That section at Monaghan's Bluff that the new bypass goes around was apparently pretty sketchy. But there's still some pretty big drop-offs on the track, but it's really easy. You can do this track with an all-wheel drive with a little bit of clearance, no drama. I probably wouldn't do it in the wet because some of the hills are pretty steep, but they're good. They're not rough tracks at all. We camped at Mary Flynn. Now, in hindsight, if we had have done this track before, there are better camp spots. Route Hog Crossing looks like probably one of the picks, but it's obviously one of the most popular too. So when we went through there, it was absolutely chock-a-block. Can't remember the name of it, but if you're going from Safala through to Hill End, the camp after Mary Flynn, something Caves Hole, wasn't it?
Caves Hole, yes.
Caves Hole looked to be an absolute cracker with campsites right on the waterfront. So I think next time we come through, we might look at that one because that looked pretty good. And it looked like there's a couple of deep holes there where you might even be able to have a little bit of a fish. And I'll tell you what, it'd certainly be a cracking place in summer for a dip, but I reckon she'd get busy. So now the plan is we're on the last step. We've only got about 5k's to go before we hit the Hill End. I can't talk today. Hill End. And we're going to take you up to Bald Hill Lookout and we'll give you a look from up there. Plan was I was going to get some great drone shots. That ain't happening. But we'll take you up, give you a look as well, and then we're going to go down to the fossicking area. See if we can pay for the Kimberley trip.
Not the frolicking area?
Not the frolicking area, as Nini said last night around the campfire. We're going to do some frolicking. So we might do some frolicking. I think we all look like very attractive frolickers. And then after that, we're going to go back into town where we'll finish up with a bite to eat and a nice cold beer at the Royal Hotel in Hill End. Sounds like a good way. You right there? Give you a fright, did you?
That was a big spoon drink.
Yeah. We'll finish up there. So it sounds like a good way to finish up our last We Went That Away Adventures crew trip for a few months, and probably our last camping trip for 6 weeks.
Yes.
While we get ready for the Kimberley. But there will be more. So guys, if you want to join us on one of our trips, it will be in the later part of the year now, you need to hop over to Facebook and become a member of the We Went That Away Adventures crew page. So not the main page, but the crew page. Get on over there. That's where we put all our invitations up for the trips, and that's the only way that you'll be able to get out on the tracks with us if you want to. But for now, we will see you at Bald Hill. Just up here now at Bald Hill Lookout, and it's a cracking little view down over the town of Hill End. But where's you going? I'm trying to get you in the shot. You're running away.
Hello, I'm back.
It's bloody cooler up here, isn't it?
Freezing.
It is freezing. But no snow fights this time.
Listen.
No. So we're going to have a little bit of a squiz around here and then just have a go at that. Eh? It's pretty cool, isn't it? A little bit of a squiz around at the lookout. And then we'll head down to the fossicking area.
I like the tree seat.
The tree seat. You get the old wagon wheel or something, I don't know. I don't think it's a wagon wheel, big metal wheel. But pretty cool. Yeah, we'll head down to the fossicking area, have a look around down there, and then I reckon, Paul, be beer time at the hotel then, mate.
Absolutely. We'll see if we can make our millions first with some gold.
Or at least some beer money.
That'd be
Just a bit of beer money would be good.
nice.
view up here, isn't it?
Cracking area, isn't it?
It is. So I tell you what, you know, you get out here, this whole Safala Hill End, just the best place to go camping. There's so many awesome camp spots, and then you've got these little towns like Hill End and Safala that are fair dinkum time capsules. Didn't want that out anyway. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of this wind, back in the car. We'll go down, find some beer money and get some food.
Magnificent country.
Let's go do it. I'll find my hat first. Where my bloody hat go? There it is. All right, Nee, let's go find our fortune.
Let's go.
Want a big one.
Good luck.
And a nugget too. We're having a cracking morning today, folks. We've stacked the drone, and now I just went to open the rear window and kaboom. Woohoo. Bloody ripper. Oh, I think we've got a bit of money to spend before we go to the Kimberley Dale. Okay, so much for finding our fortune. Better be a fucking big nugget. Pay for this shit. This is the culprit, folks. Little seed pod had fallen down and got stuck in behind the glass there, and just opening that window was enough to blow the whole thing out. Absolute pain in the ass. How you going, Noon? You paid for that window yet? Alright, it is time to pay for this bloody weekend. I dead set thought my luck had changed, people. Look at this. But I've got gold. Yeah. That's the way my morning's going.
Show us how it's done, Rob.
Trying, mate. Not too much going right for me this morning, though.
Let's get that swirly motion.
Got in there, have you, Paul?
I think I have.
Got a bit?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think you've got it. I think I've got it.
There's a couple of
specks in there.
Specks.
Colour there.
It's going to be enough to buy a beer, but
Yeah.
it's my first go up panning and I've got a gold.
Yeah, it's definitely a little piece there.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this, folks. Luck has changed. Struck it. I can't even find the bloody thing now. Where is it? There it is. See that? Little piece of gold. Yeah, I'm going to work tomorrow. No fortune? Oh, yeah, nugget that size. Paul's on a winning streak up there on current gold price. He's got about $1.75. I found, I reckon, about 7.5 cents worth, but I lost it.
7.5 cents.
7.5 cents worth.
Yeah, I've done nothing.
Nothing?
Except for this nicely shaped rock nugget.
Oh. Yeah. I did one of those when my bloody window broke. Still in my pants, I could change it. Oh, not having a great morning. Killed the drone, blew up the window, lost me 7.5 cent gold nugget. Oh well, I think we might call it and head into town and
pub, have some lunch, and head off home.
Head off home. So just wrapping this up because we don't want to lose shit in the bush. We'll wrap a towel around her and put some tape around the towel and then see if we can get it up on the roof rack. Well guys, that's a wrap on another adventure. Cheers.
Cheers.
And that's a wrap on our final crew adventure for a couple of months, guys. So we're going to go a little bit quiet. There'll be the odd episode here and there, but we will be quiet for a couple of months while we're off in the Kimberley for 6 weeks making some awesome adventures. Now you know the drill. If you like what we do, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Follow us on all our other socials, and we'll catch you all somewhere on the next episode of We Went That Away Adventures. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers, fellas. And ladies.
Cheers.
Makes everything fantastic.
Mm.
Leave that bit in.